Hello, everybody. My name is Jim Farmer. I'm the festival director of Out on Film, Atlanta's LGBTQ film festival. This is our 38th annual festival, and we have some amazing films. As always, we have a tremendous number of terrific shorts from all over the world. I'm really, really happy about this year. One of our favorite programs is called Herstory. It's um, screens Friday, September the 26th at 7 p.m. They'll have a brief streaming window as well. And we have some filmmakers. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Thank you all for joining us. I'll start with EC.
Hi Jim, hi everyone. I am Ezra Rose. I use they them pronouns. And I'm the director and writer of Old Dykes, which is a bittersweet love story about two women in their 60s.
Who wants to go next? Charlotte? Or whichever.
Oh, yeah, I'm Charlotte. Charlotte Istel. I'm writer, director of The Plumbing. It's a comedy that takes place in the bathroom.
Okay.
And I'm Clara Marshall. I'm the writer director of Clam Diving for Beginners. It's a very colorful 90s queer comedy about Coach Daddy training a late blooming lesbian named Carmen about her tongue skills before a big date.
I what I love about this program, besides the fact that all the films are great, is it's just a really good balance of some dramatic films and some comedic films. It's a really strong program. I cannot wait for people to see this. So same order. Why don't we just sort of go again? Talk to us about where you are right now in your film festival run.
Um, Old Dykes is about to have its world premiere, I think tomorrow, which is
Okay.
really exciting. Yeah, we're in Vancouver right now, and then I think I'm, yeah, traveling for the next 2 months, like every weekend, which is really exciting. Out on Film will be the US premiere, which is really, I don't know, feels really great. It's funny like doing the festival thing because it can feel so unknown, but like trusting that it's going to find its right place and find its audience is it's like a big leap of faith, and I feel like it's really, really landing where it's supposed to be, and so that feels really amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
We're honored. Thanks so much.
And
Yeah.
you have a big star coming to your premiere, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah. The film stars Lea DeLaria from I mean, I like Orange is the New Black is the thing that pe most people know her from, but like I'm like she's in everything. Or it's like Lea DeLaria from All of Life, Lord of the Lesbians. So yeah, she's coming out for the world premiere in Vancouver. She'll be here today. And it's very, very exciting.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. I was a PA on Orange is the New Black for
Oh,
two
you
seasons.
were?
Wow.
She would never
No.
remember me, but I
That's so
got
funny.
her a lot of coffees. So,
She
Oh.
might remember you then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is she coming to Atlanta? Or
No, she's not coming to
oh,
Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah. She's like very, very busy. We were like able to get her for one day here in Vancouver. So yeah.
Amazing.
Charlotte, where are you in your festival run?
yeah. I premiered this summer at um or world premiere, I guess, at Provincetown International Film Festival,
Mhm.
which was an amazing festival and a perfect home to premiere at. Really fun. So I suggest that anyone apply there if you can. And then this will be my next stop out on film, which seems like a similar vibe.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you so much.
yeah.
Clara.
Awesome. We premiered in North Carolina at Out South, and they just really know about Southern hospitality. Like they were just such a great team. We've had a couple other festivals that we've been in. In fact, we are showing tonight in Fresno at Real Pride. So we've done really well with the queer circuit. Obviously, our film is unapologetically queer. It's just as out there as it can be. Um, and I would very much like one of our stars, Lizzie Bristow, who plays Daddy, Coach Daddy, to come out. We really wish we could be there out on film, but I have small children and, life happens and stuff. So for
Okay.
sure, we'll make time for it next year.
Great. That sounds good. So, same order. can you talk all of your films are character driven? They're very, very character driven. But can you talk about the challenge of creating such nuanced characters in a fairly, short, compressed amount of time?
Hmm. That's a great question. I think as someone who like I wrote the film and then also directed it, so I had time with the characters for like a couple of years before we filmed it. And I think that like as a writer, I try to like conceptualize myself as a poet in a weird way where I'm like every word has to have like a meaning and has to have a reason to be there.
Mhm.
And then on the other end of that, I'm like, I just had incredible people supporting me and like giving me notes. I This film was made as part of the AFIDWW Plus program, and they're just like my cohort were incredible. All of the mentors and teachers were incredible and really great about like helping shape the film. From its like little seed that they got at the beginning of the program. And then, you know, after all of that, just incredible actors. Like I had three extraordinary women playing these roles, and they really like took all of those depths and plumbed them even further, and it was just a really incredible experience. So I think that um, thinking of myself as a poet and then just having amazing collaborators really made that possible.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, just with the concept of my film taking place in a very small bathroom, everything had to be very intentional in terms of actions and words and characters' intentions. So it demanded like very specific characters or like really thinking through the characters. I mean, it's been brewing for a long time. I grew up in a house where I shared a bathroom with my entire family. So like I've had this concept and I've been obsessed with the idea of a bunch of people in a bathroom, walking in and out. So these characters kind of came from um just from like all the experiences I've had. And so just kind of shaving down all the experiences and then creating these the best characters to fit the the comedy scene. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
In clam diving for beginners, I really pushed myself to make the characters feel fully rendered and the world feel fully rendered, especially since we're in the 90s.
Hmm.
And thankfully, the film is largely autobiographical about my own late in life coming out experience. But I think the challenge was really boiling that whole journey down into a short film. Like it
Yeah.
was so easy to try to write that borderline feature short film that I really had a talk with a lot of my friends and what their experiences were like. And my goal too was to not write characters that were based on shame or
Hmm.
tragedy. I wanted to show a more positive picture. And so that's why I chose comedy and why I chose characters that were a bit quirky and fun, because I wanted to show that being queer is a lot of joy as well, that
Okay.
it's not always based in shame and tragedy.
Gotcha. Um, Can you talk about the importance of having core themes in your work, especially at such a daunting time we're facing right now?
Yeah, I think about it every day. Um, in moments of intense erasure, it's essential for us to like document our lives voraciously. And I don't mean document as just like doing documentary or literal documents. I mean like document as in like make sure that our lives are being recorded in some way, and that can mean anything. It could mean a short film. We all made short films. It could be a note in your journal. It could be helping out in an archive. It could be making a video of your friend on your phone, but making sure that people know that we exist because they can, you know, people can try and take our names off monuments or remove our rights, but we're not going to go anywhere. We're still going to live our lives. And so it's important that we create these documents. We are living our history for people to see in the future and give them guideposts for our existence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, the bathroom is such a classic place. I mean, especially in, YA novels or coming of age movies where you always see like, self-exploration or experimentation happening in a bathroom. And I wanted to show the queer side or the queer experience. I know they're in their 20s in this, but still kind of show them, yeah, the queer experience but also make it in a comedic sense. So it's relatable, it's digestible, and shameless. Yeah.
Okay.
As filmmakers, I think we have an opportunity to really give a voice to people who don't have one
Mhm.
and show those underrepresented groups. And I think it's important about how we craft our stories and how we market our films to get those voices heard by as many people as possible.
Mhm.
And I also think it's really important to show up for each other as creatives, as queer individuals. This is almost a little embarrassing, but one of the films that's in our Herstory program, I actually backed the Kickstarter, the
Oh,
crowdfunding
thank
for
you.
Divine Intervention. And so I got to see an early screening of it. And I have very much been an advocate of many other queer artists' work.
Yeah,
I think, of course, we're shameless in our own self-promotion, but it's important that we choose other directors, other writers, other creatives to follow and also to promote because we really can do the best when we stand together.
great. I think we have time for one more quick question. Can all of you talk about what your next projects are? What are you working on next?
Yeah, I'm so excited to talk about it. So I'm working on the feature version of Old Dykes. It is a 40-year tale of the lead up to the moment that we meet these two women. And it starts in the 80s and traverses all of these like friendships and like love relationships and a lot of queer activism that was happening during that time. And so it's a big kind of, it feels like an epic of queer history, but then also just a story about four friends loving each other. Yeah.
Congratulations. It's so exciting.
Congrats.
I've been working on a concept that I've written a pilot version, but also about to trying to turn it into a feature. It's called Good Genes, and it's about two friends who start an underground sperm bank operation for lesbian couples. So yeah, I'm trying to get that made, especially right now in these times.
Exactly.
Amazing. I often use content creators, especially like to increase the voice that the film has, the reach, that kind of stuff. So I'm having some talks with someone about a film of someone trying to make it in the acting world who
Hmm.
has masculine presenting features and is not being chosen because they're not fitting that commercial look.
Hmm.
And this person also has a lot of like that quality where they're an underdog and they have a sharp tongue and they can't help themselves that even when they should shut their mouth, they can't and they won't. They double down, they go all in. And I love to see characters like that on screen. So we're developing the script together and it will also be steamy and funny, just like clam diving. So I'm really excited to develop that film.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations to all of you. That sounds
Thank you.
great. All right. Her Story plays Friday, September 26th at 7 p.m. at the Midtown Arts Center as part of Out on Film. It will follow with a brief streaming period as well. Three of the great films you can see as part of that program are Clam Diving for Beginners, The Plumbing and Old Dykes. Ezra, Charlotte, Clara, thank you so much for sharing your films with us. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. And we look forward to having some of you here and working with all of you again in the future.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Jim.
much,
Thank you
Jim.
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, and thank you everyone else.
yeah, we'll let you know when this is up and posted.
Incredible. Thank you.
Thank you all
Thank
so
you.
much.